My name is Gregory Cohan. I'm the Senior Vice President of Post-Production for Prometheus Entertainment. There was one global issue, and that issue is that in the 20 years that Prometheus has been making television, assets were segregated. There was no efficient way to identify particular assets across the board in terms of the different projects. And those assets fall into two categories. One is going to be material that Prometheus shoots, so material that we own. The second part is material that is owned by somebody else or we've acquired through third parties. And over the course of 5 years of talking to every other asset management company, I realized that I couldn't squeeze myself into someone's product. I needed a product that adjusted to my needs. By choosing CatDV, by choosing a central depository like ScaleLogic, we've been able to company-wide build efficiencies into that. It used to be teams of assistant editors digitizing and logging all night. Now I have one guy that digitizes and logs, and I hit a button, I send it into the system. So now an assistant editor can spend more time and put more detail into that grouping. They can log into what is essentially a local website, type in metadata, and then someone can hit digitize. It goes into the Avid, and that process takes about 3 hours. That workflow has dramatically changed the way we approach getting stuff into the system. Within CatDV, if we have somebody that gets the file, they input it into the system, it goes to the Rights and Clearance Department, the Rights and Clearance Department clears it, sends it off to post. And nobody ever has to touch the file. What ScaleLogic offered us was a network-attached storage system that is attached to all the drives, a nearline storage that isn't necessarily our Nexus storage that we edit from, even though you can edit from it. Because I do use Content Agent and I do use CatDV, it gives me a throughput that I wouldn't have or I wouldn't have access to if I had one drive sitting on the side. And I now have access all over my building and remotely just based on that. We shoot so much material at such a pace, ScaleLogic very specifically puts it all in one place. It gives me the read-write times that I need, and I have instant access to anything that's active. From there, I LTO and archive it, and I bring it to and from the exact same location that it always existed before. But when I need it, when it's active and it's sitting on this large parking lot, I can get it instantly. What I find is that these tools are adding to the efficiency. Like, I don't need to replace people, but I'm able to put people back in the position that they're intended to do. Since the day we turned it on, I haven't had a single issue with ScaleLogic. That is a great value to me. An asset has life cycles. Where I might use this asset on a project today, within that life cycle, it's put into the system, it's waiting for something to happen to it, it gets sent on to be in clearance, and it gets approved. And that life cycle changes for the asset when it's outside of the project. There's a point at which it gets re-cleared for a new process, a new project, a new part of the workflow. The complexity of what we've done is we've allowed that to happen very easily. In a lot of cases, we've allowed that to happen without ever having to touch the asset again. We're managing it within a database system. We're managing the status, we're managing the catalog, we're managing that all within one central location. And the asset just stays where it is.